Hello all my nursery friends, welcome back to a new nursery video for this week. For this week's video, I am going to start off with a very small story. And when I mean small, I mean size-wise. So I have a very small story about my dear friend Daniel, and we are going to read about Daniel together and his adventures. So let's get started. All right, so like I said before, this story is about Daniel in the lion's den. So you can see Daniel in the middle and two lions beside him. I wonder what's going to happen. So I am going to remove the first page and go on to the second page. And my second page says, Daniel prayed 3 times a day to God. That is so many times. Good for Daniel. And I'm going to the next page. And the next page says that there was a law, so that means a rule, that said praying to God was bad. Ooh. So on to my next page. It says because Daniel was praying 3 times a day, Daniel was thrown into a lion's den. Ooh, and a lion's den is a place where lions live. It's like their home. On to the next page. Oops, I lost one. Here we go. This says that the king, this is the king, was very worried about Daniel and didn't eat or sleep. Uh-oh, that's not good to hear. So an angel was sent down to shut the lion's mouths. He shut the mouths so that they would not eat Daniel. And because of that, God protected Daniel from the lions. How lucky! So then the king punished the men that tricked him into making this law. Law is like a rule, remember? And then Daniel made it out alive because God sent the angel down to save him. And he did that because Daniel was praying 3 times a day. Okay, so my friends, in our story we learned that my dear friend Daniel would pray to God 3 times a day, and by praying 3 times a day, he built a very strong relationship with God, and God was able to send down an angel to him and save him from the lions. And that story teaches us that when we pray to God, he will protect us in bad times and keep us very safe. So friends, since we finished our story, we're going to move on to our art activity, and our art activity is going to be very simple and fun, and all we're really going to do is we are going to make our own lions, just like the one in our very small and short story. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do that right now. Okay, so friends, the only things that we are going to need for our art activity is 1 paper plate. We're going to be using the back, the plain side of our paper plate. We are going to need some markers. You can also use crayons or paint if you feel like it. I am going to use markers for today. And then the last thing we're going to need is a pair of scissors. Again, if you're not able to hold or use scissors properly, I ask that who's ever doing and this activity and watching the video with you helps you with this step. So my friends, for step 1, we are going to take our markers and we are going to choose the color that we want to make our lion. So when I look at the picture of a lion from our story, I see that our lion is yellow and orange, and it looks like it has a black nose. So those are the colors that I'm going to be choosing. So if I look at my markers, I am going to choose a yellow marker, a orange marker, and a black marker. So now that we've picked out the colors that we are using, we're going to move on to step 2. For step 2, I am going to take my paper plate. I'm going to take the back side. I am going to take my markers or crayons or paints, whatever you are using at home, and I'm going to cover the entire paper plate with my colors to make a lion. So if I look at my picture again, I am going to do orange on the outer side. That's going to be the mane of the lion. And then I'm going to do the yellow on the inner side, and that's going to be the face of the lion. And then I'm going to use black, and that is going to be the eyes and the nose and the mouth of the lion. Okay, my friends, so here is my colored lion. As you can see, I did the yellow for its face, I did the orange for its mane, which is its hair, and I did the black for the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. So now that this is complete, we're going to move on to step 3. For step 3, I'm going to take my scissors and I am going to put little cuts all along the lion's mane to make its hair kind of stand out just like this. So I'll show you. I'm going to put a cut right here, and then a cut next to it, and then a cut next to it. And I'm going to continue this motion until I have completed cutting my lion's mane all the way around. Just like this. Okay, friends, so here is my completed lion from Daniel in the Lion's Den. As you can see, I finished cutting the mane all the way around, so it has its hair kind of sticking out like this. So my friends, I really hope that you enjoyed our story called Daniel in the Lion's Den, and I very much hope you enjoyed making our own lions out of paper plates. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday and a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you all again next week for a new video. Goodbye, my friends.